watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are doing well out there in Facebook land. It's your boy. This is the Pascal Show, a.k.a. Pascal in the Morning. Man, also, we are streaming live on YouTube as well. So, what's up, YouTube fam? Hope you guys are enjoying this. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. We got an amazing guest today. We're doing one of our pop-up shows again. We were supposed to be, down for 2 weeks, but when we get somebody like this in the house, we gotta turn the lights back on and get things moving. We got Tony Rock in the house, y'all. Yeah, I'm so excited. Host of Black Card Revoked. He's got another show coming up on CBS as well. We're going to be sitting down, rapping with him about everything, why he's in town, and all that. But without further ado, the man on the ones and twos, my boy, 11-year-old DJ Trill, everybody. What's up, my dude? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yes. He keeps on sprouting like a weed, man. Like the last time I saw him, he was like up to my hip. He just keeps on getting taller and taller. You playing ball, right? No?
Look at that face.
Wow, though. Wow. He had that stank face, too. It's like, no.
It's like, what?
You got better things to do, man? You got better things to, no? You got better, no? You got to do it for me, though. Can you do it one more time for me, though? There we go. That's how it is. I don't know how to do it. I have no coordination like that. But on the comments, we got Sean Hall. Yo, what's up, my dude?
What's up, man? What's up?
I appreciate you, man. How you been? You been all right?
I'm good, man. Yeah.
You got the free hugs going on? That's kind of
free hugs going on. You know how it is. It's Freaky Friday.
It's Freaky Friday.
Free hugs, Freaky Friday.
I don't even know what like. Is that like a hug with a special surprise at the end? Like, what's going on? I don't get it.
Well, to certain. I would say that.
Depends on who you hugging.
Not to everybody.
Okay, not to everybody. We got an 11-year-old in the house, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
We got to keep it PG. We got to keep a little PG up in this place.
Free hugs. Censored. Just saying.
Free hugs.
Just saying.
Free hugs in the PG kind of sense, the Disney way. Anyway, everybody behind the cameras that makes us look good. We got Seth, Austin, Brianna, Tom, all of them in the house. What's up, y'all? Also, I wanted to do a quick shout out to my boy Tom. He's brand new to the game, brand new to the team. He's coming in, helping with the writing, making the jokes and all that stuff. So shout out to my boy Tom for being a part of this. Thank you, brother. It's really dope. Oh, man. But also, I just wanted to say real quick before we get into the news, I wanted to say this real quick. Everybody who's been watching the interview with my father really means a lot. It was really man, the reaction is overwhelming and amazing. People are sharing it over and over and over again. The views are just keep going straight through the roof. And I just wanted to say every single person that has been watching, it really does mean a lot. So I wanted to say thank you to all you guys out there. It really does mean a lot. So let's make some noise for the people out there sharing that stuff. Shows that you guys have a heart. Thank you, baby Jesus. Anyway, man, well, so now it's on to get to the news, man.
Sweet baby Jesus.
I don't know if you noticed this, but Melania was caught wearing a jacket basically that said, "I really don't care, do you?" And I mean, this is obviously while visiting detained children. A White House official literally said, "This is what happens when you don't let her plagiarize Michelle Obama." So, which is really crazy because, of course, this obviously raised a lot of eyebrows yesterday by wearing this jacket with the words "I really don't care." But it's funny because they said that she made a mistake and they actually cropped out the rest of her jacket, and it actually said, you can keep on scrolling up. There you go. And it actually said, I really don't care, do you? JK, I do care. You would have to be a monster not to. Boy, I hope they don't alter the length of this jacket. Yeah.
Man,
I'm glad they cleared that up. Yeah.
That's a long jacket.
That's a long ass jacket.
Wow.
That's a long ass jacket.
Wow.
But also, if you're wondering where your neighborhood douchebag is going to be in August, look no further than Washington, D.C., where organizers of last year's Unite the Right March in Charlottesville are planning a white civil rights rally. This is real. This is real. Around 400 are expected to attend this rally, and ladies, they're single. Trust me, they're single. And also, in other news, ABC just announced that they just greenlit a Roseanne spinoff called The Conners. Roseanne Barr will have no financial or creative involvement with the series. When they asked how they plan to write her character off the show, ABC responded that the first scene will show Dan Connor waking up alone in bed, realizing that the entire series up until that point had been a horrible nightmare where he was married to Roseanne. Anyway, we got a great show for you guys. Please stay tuned. We do have an amazing guy, an amazing guest. We have Tony Rock in the house. I'll see you guys in a minute. Deuces! You're going to perform tonight?
I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out this show, this is the Pascal Show. Please go to the Facebook page. Give us a like. I really appreciate it. Also, go to our YouTube channel. If you haven't gone there yet, go and click that subscribe button, hit that bell, so every single time we go live, you can watch all of our pretty faces and everything. But now it is time for Things I Find Dope. Find Dope, as we always do, we always go over to Wreck-It Ralph. So Ralph, wreck it.
Awesome. Well, today on Things I Find Dope, something pretty big got announced this week is President Trump announced that he's adding a 6th branch to the military. Yeah, but it's not here on Earth. We're going up to space, y'all. It's going to be pretty tight. So he announced that we're adding the 6th branch. It's called Space Force. As he puts it, we already have a pretty good presence in space, but clearly that's not enough for President Trump. We need to dominate space, clearly make it an American space, literally. So it should be pretty interesting. I don't know how exactly. There's a lot of hang-ups and policies and transitions with the Pentagon and stuff like that. But the fact that he's so bold to say let's dominate space, I think is pretty badass. So
Interesting.
I'm very behind it.
Oh, you're behind it.
Oh yeah, what's not the like they already picked some of the first ones. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Okay. I mean, unless they're just trying to shoot Rudy Giuliani up into space,
right
up into the sun.
I don't know.
Just saying.
Yeah. I don't know why we need it, but I think it's just bold. I think it's pretty fun.
Or maybe Trump knows something that we don't know.
Which is possible.
Just saying. Maybe he knows something that we don't know. And he's like, all right, we need to dominate the the space.
We got to get in front.
Of all things, we got to dominate the space.
Exactly.
What else, man? What else?
Well, I don't know if you following meme culture really closely, but there's a story going around about the fact that a report came out saying that within the next 5 to 10 years that we as humans can recreate dinosaurs. The meme went around, it's been spread all out through the internet, but I actually sat down, read the report. It's actually sounding kind of legit. Doctors from Yale and Harvard have found a way to mess with birds' DNA and their genocode to actually recreate different aspects of their bodies, change their body types, their beaks and stuff like that. So they're already on the way to making dinosaurs, but the fact that it got made into a meme is pretty funny. And really the meme just says there's literally 5 Jurassic Park movies to prove that's a really bad idea. So we'll see what happens. I mean, dinosaurs walking again would be kind of tight, but let's stick to the small ones. I don't need no T-Rex walking down Central Park in New York.
They always want bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bigger.
Well, that's America,
better.
right?
The last one was literally why we should make bigger ones.
Yeah.
That's literally why.
Yeah, man. Oh, there's also that Creed 2 trailer that just dropped. Looks amazing. I'm very excited about that. Also, the season 2 trailer for Ozarks on Netflix just dropped just the other day. Looks really dope as well. And also there's a feature on IG now called IGTV where you can literally do longer formatted videos of your own on Instagram now. So I think those are kind of cool too. I mean, I think that IG is trying to give YouTube a run for its money, which maybe it's about that time.
Yeah, it's called IG Story or something. No, it's
IGTV.
That's it.
It's just IGTV, which is pretty cool too.
Killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, that was things I find dope. And when we come back, we'll be sitting down with comedian, actor, host Tony Rock. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Deuces.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching.
You're going to perform
I'm sorry,
tonight?
I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the Pascal Show. Sorry for a little bit of a delay. We were having a little bit of a technical difficulty. But if this is your first time checking out the show, please go click that like button on the Facebook page. Go and give us some love and likes in this feed and all that stuff. I'm very, very honored to have this guy coming up. Very funny dude. Man, you've seen him in Everybody Hates Chris, To Think Like a Man. He is also the host of BET's Black Card Revoked. Please give it up for the very funny and very talented Tony Rock, everybody.
What's up, man? How are you, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, anytime.
Comfortable couch, all right.
Thank you, man.
I like it.
Okay, you know,
It
as
works.
long as it passes, right?
Yes.
You give me the stamp of approval?
This is more love seat than couch. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it is a love seat. Yeah, we make sure.
This is love seat.
Yeah, you kind of have to sit and kind of lounge, right? It's kind of made for like a,
Yes.
you should be at a bar right now. You know, where the cocktails at? And
I need the bucket with the ice.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Sparklers with the bottles.
Yeah, man. So, what are you doing here in St. Louis anyway, man?
I am performing at the Helium Comedy Club all weekend.
Helium Comedy
Yes,
Club.
2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, 1 show Sunday.
Yeah, you had one last night.
Last
too,
night,
right?
yeah, it was great. Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. It was really good, yeah.
Is this your first time here in St. Louis?
No, I've been here several times.
Oh, okay.
I was here, the last time I was here was at the Shafitz.
Okay.
I'm on Mike Epps' tour, so I opened up for
nice.
Mike Epps here.
That's what's up, man.
Yes,
Dang,
a lot of fun,
okay.
a lot of fun.
Mike Epps.
Good guy.
Yeah, no
Mike
kidding,
brings
man.
them out. Mike brings out like 8,000 every city we go to.
I know, man. That guy's hilarious.
It's a
He is
different
hilarious.
monster when you're working with Mike.
Yeah, he's legendary, man.
Yes.
Legendary. So I got a lot of questions to ask you.
I will
of course,
answer
you
all
know
your
what I'm saying?
questions.
So now I know, like from like All of Us to
Yes.
the Tony Rock Project.
Tony Rock Project sucked, but yes. It was, yes.
I mean, so what made it suck? Why did it
the
suck?
Tony Rock Project was, I had a deal with My TV. I was trying to do my version of Chappelle's show. I wanted to be, push the envelope,
Right.
Take it to the edge. And then the networks, the suits always mess up comedy.
Right.
So the suits were like, you can't say that, you can't do this, you can't imply this, you can't show this. So what I was left with was pieces, and I made a show with the pieces they left me.
Right.
So I don't stand by the Tony Rock Project. It sucked. It was the only time I did something in this business for the check, and I will never do it again. So it was a lesson learned.
No, I heard that, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, Dave Chappelle though. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle's
Dave Chappelle did the same thing.
Dave
He walked
Chappelle,
away.
yeah.
He walked away from the money.
That's crazy,
to keep his
though.
integrity.
Yeah.
And you have to do that sometimes.
Yeah, man. That I mean, that's pretty big though.
Yeah.
And also like just running your own show can be really
Yeah.
as you can
I
already
actually
know,
was going to
it's-
walk
it's
away
tough.
from it early on. I was going to leave the show, and then they put more money on it, and then they said, well, name it the Tony Rock Project. Initially, it was called something else. So it was like, to sweeten the deal, we'll
Right.
let you name it, put your name on
Put
it.
your name on it, yeah.
But it still sucked.
It didn't change the damn thing.
No, it didn't.
You're like, oh man, still, even when you polish a,
Yes.
a piece of
I'm
turd,
being
it's still
brutally
turd, right?
I'm being brutally honest with you.
Right.
I don't stand by it at all.
Okay, well that's fair enough.
Yes.
That is fair enough. So now you're doing Black Card Revoked,
Yes.
BET, which is a great show, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Great
I love
great
it,
show.
yeah.
How did you guys come up with the concept of the show?
The show is actually a board game that was out for years.
Oh, okay.
So it's a card game that people would play at home during cookouts and
Right.
family gatherings. They would break out Monopoly, break out Black Card Revoked.
Yeah.
So one of the producers was actually playing it at a friend's house one night. Took it to his boss. They saw it, loved it, and brought everybody in. Created a TV show around it. The casting director, a good friend of mine, Amber Bickham, who works for BET,
Right.
she said in the meeting, like, the only person that I could see hosting your show was Tony Rock.
That's
so
what's up.
they brought me in. I was like the last piece to the puzzle.
Yeah. So speaking of rock, right?
Yes.
You got like 11, right? 10 to 11
I have
brothers.
7 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oh, see, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rocks.
Everybody's
That's
funny.
a lot of rocks.
Everybody's funny, but everybody's not a professional comedian.
Yeah. Oh, so then where did you get the humor? Did you get the humor from your mom, from your
Oh,
dad?
no, both.
Who's funny?
Grandparents funny, uncles funny, aunts funny, cousins funny.
Oh.
Dad is super funny, mom super funny. It's just a thing we do.
It's just
yeah.
in your
Yeah,
blood,
it's
in
just
the genes.
the thing we do, yes.
So then, okay, I got to ask you then. So who's the funniest one in your family then?
It depends on who you ask. I would say Kenny. Kenny would probably say Jordan. Jordan would say Andre. Andre would say Chris. Chris would say me. You know, it depends on who you ask.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, obviously Chris, your brother Chris is,
Yeah.
you know, he's Chris Rock.
Right,
I mean, you can't
right.
even say his name without saying it, Chris Rock. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
So he even says that you're the funniest one.
He'll say me. Yeah. I'll say Jordan probably. I'll say Kenny.
So do you write any jokes with him or for him? Or anything like that?
I never wrote a joke for him, but sometimes we'll. In New York, in New York is different. In New York is 10 comedy clubs in the city, 12
Right.
comedy clubs in the city. So sometimes I'll just pop in a club to just do some time, and
Yeah.
5 minutes later he'll pop in. We don't even know it, and we'll just go back to back. And then when he gets off, it's like, hey, when you said that, you could have tied this in. You know, we kind of punch up, but it's not like a job. We just do it because we have the sensibilities.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So because I would always wonder, like, if you have a family in that industry, you know, the entertainment industry,
Yeah.
like, are you teaching each other how to do stand-up or how to tell a joke? And you see what I'm saying? Like, especially
Yeah.
where you got, you know, your brother who is, you know, is a known, you know, obviously he's out there.
I understand the question, but you can't be
Yeah.
taught to do stand-up.
Oh, okay.
You can't be. It's like learning how to box. You have to get punched in the face to learn how to box.
It's true.
So you got to get on stage to learn how to
Yeah.
do stand-up. Somebody can't teach you how to be funny. You got to get on stage. You can't learn stand-up. The biggest misconception about stand-up comedy, people go to comedy shows and sit in the audience and go to show after show after show,
Right.
thinking they're learning how to do stand-up. You can't learn from there looking this way. You got to learn from here looking that way.
That's true.
And that's the only way you learn. So my brother could be Jesus Christ. He can't teach me how to do stand-up.
Yeah, that's what's up. No, I see. I
Yeah.
get that now.
That makes sense.
That makes total sense. Yeah, it does make sense.
If my brother was Mike Tyson, it's like it don't make me a good boxer. It's like I still got to get beat up
Right.
if I don't know what I'm doing. You know.
So my question for you is this: do you remember the first joke that you ever did that you knew that slayed on stage, and what was that joke?
On stage.
You know what I'm saying? You know that one moment where you're like, I got them, like you're like, I'm in this groove, or I'm killing it right now.
I remember.
This is the first time ever, though. This is crazy.
I remember I said a joke on the school bus one time that killed, and I thought this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I told a kid like his head was so big. Granted, this is like 4th grade.
Right.
I said his head was so big, it's like it blocks out the sun or something like that. And every kid on the school bus is like, "Oh, he's the king." And I'm like, "I'm never going to school again. I quit school today. I quit. I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian."
I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian
Yeah.
right now. That's what's up, man. So, as far as like when it comes to other projects that you're involved in, that
Yeah.
kind of thing, I mean, are you just walking in the door because of your Tony Rock, or is it like, are you still having to go through auditions and stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Some things like the business is weird. Some like sitcoms you have to audition for, unless it's written for you, unless you have a deal with a network. So sitcoms you got to audition for. Independent films, I might just get handed an independent film because it's like we need some people to attach to it. We need some names to attach to it. All right, Tony Rock, boom, it's your part. You got it. I was lucky when I hosted Apollo. That was handed to me. Jamie Foxx was the EP.
Yeah.
He saw me doing stand-up in LA one night. I was doing crowd work at the time, just, tying things in the room. And he was upstairs watching the show, just the way that the Lord works. And he called me the next day and said, "Hey, I'm executive producing the new Apollo, the relaunching of Apollo.
Yeah.
I love what you did last night. It's yours. No audition. I saw enough last night to know that you can do it." He handed me a job, but it rarely works out like that.
Man.
You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Because I always think that because, you are who you are, you
Right.
have the name and all
Yeah.
that stuff, especially your brother too, Jordan as well.
Yeah.
Which I remember he was in that show Love. And
yes, Jordan Rock is my favorite comedian in the world. I like to say that every interview.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Why is he your favorite comedian?
Because
in the world?
he's the only comedian that I saw born, walk, talk, go to school, educate. I saw his whole arc. I saw him study the art. I saw him take his lumps. I saw him bomb. I saw him grow into who he is and develop a personality, a sense of what his stand-up voice is.
Right.
So he's the only person I know that I've seen the entire progression from life to where he is now.
That's incredible.
So he is my favorite person to watch on stage. Because when I watch him, it's not just watching a comic, it's watching a guy that I saw grow up. I remember him in diapers, and now I see him performing in front of thousands of people, and it's the greatest reward as a sibling that I could have.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, that's deep.
Dang. I gotta clap to that, man. You're gonna make me want to cry now, man. This ain't the
It's
Oprah
the best,
show.
man. It's the best.
I'm just playing.
It's the best.
That is dope.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So who else is in stand-up in your family, like doing stand-up comedy?
Chris, Jordan, myself, and my immediate family. My cousin, Sherrod Small.
Okay.
Super funny. Sherrod and I actually started doing stand-up the same day, same exact day. We went to a comedy club in New York, and you had to pay $5 and have a person in the audience. So it was a bringer show. You had to bring an audience member. So I paid $5 and I was his person. He paid $5 and he was my person. So they give you 5 minutes if you bring a person to sit in the audience.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So one other question. How long do you, as far as comedy goes, how long do you use a joke? How long do you use a joke until you go, okay, this is getting stale, like I need to move on and and come up with something else?
Well, a topical joke, something that's pop culture, has a shelf life. So you can't talk about you can't talk about like Kanye being retarded saying slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
You can run with that for a little while and then it's like, okay, it's done. We got all of the juice out of that, we're gonna move on. But a joke that's just, not necessarily topical, just a general joke, you can run with forever. A joke is never done. Because something's going to happen later on that you might say, you know what, I can add that to that old joke and it has a new life.
Right.
So if it's topical, shelf life, but anything else you can run with forever. If you do it on TV or you do it in a special, you retire it because you just choose to, but you can do it forever.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. No, because I always wondered if, doing a certain joke about like, the chicken across the road kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After a while, it's like, all right.
Yeah, okay, so
I want to spin something, I want to do something more.
You take a chicken crossing the road, that's, okay, why the chicken cross the road? And then years later, that road is turned into a highway. So now you can say, all right, I'll do something different.
Yeah.
Or that neighborhood gets gentrified. So now it's like, oh, that chicken cross. So you can always change the joke.
Whole bunch of douchebags running around.
Everything's going to change. Yeah, it's going to
stuff,
change the dynamics of the chicken crossing the road. So you'll be able to do the joke
I see
again.
what you're saying. No, that's good to know. That's really, really good to know. So I also know that there was some sort of thing with Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, we had
back in the day.
Charlie Murphy and
like a small little beef that was going on. What's that?
It wasn't a beef because if you come from Brooklyn, you understand what real beef is. So it wasn't a beef.
Yeah.
We had an issue one night at a club at a show in Long Island, and he was the headliner. We were co-headlining, but he was closing the show. Yeah. We were co-headlining. He was closing the show. Night of the show, he bumped me up in the lineup and cut my time because he didn't want me to go in front of him.
Yeah.
So I took offense to it and I said some things in the press. And sometimes my mouth gets me in trouble.
Was it kind of a thing of like, one upping him type of thing? Or
no,
like he just didn't want to.
I said he didn't want to follow me. I said he was scared of me and he didn't want to follow me.
Wow.
I said I was a better comedian. I said he was scared to follow me. And